Offbeat Cinema, brought to you by Mighty Taco. Enjoy the great taste anywhere at mightytaco.com. Terrapin Station, the world's Grateful Dead headquarters at terrapinstationbuffalo.com. And poster art. Looking for a unique poster? Go to posterartusa.com.
Welcome, cats and chicks and all you late night wave riders out there. Welcome to another fine edition of Offbeat Cinema. I'm Zelda, as I hope you know, and this here is my good buddy, Theodore.
Hey,
Shaking, Theodore.
Zelda, baby, how are you tonight? You know, you're looking very fetching in your appropriate headgear. And I tell you, I am really ready for tonight's film because it is a really cool classic from a great pair of classic film comedians.
But dig this, there's only one downside. And that is like no bird tonight. No bird.
So you're saying no bird is a downside? Oh wait, I get it. You mean so the film like is actually going to start on time tonight, and there's not going to be any like far out ramblings?
Well, when you put it that way, yeah. oh well. The show must go on. Sorry, Bird, we miss you terribly.
Well, you know, I'm sure wherever Bird is, there's a tall tale attached.
It is a tale.
And we're going to hear about it when he gets back. But tonight, we've got for you something really special.
It is a great classic, and I'm embarrassed to say it's the first time we're ever showing this. It's called The Flying Deuces, and it's by Laurel and Hardy. And how could that be possible that it's the first time we're ever showing a Laurel and Hardy film? But we are, cats, and we're honored to bring it to you, and you are going to dig this hilarious classic.
I should say so, because, you know, Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy, I mean, they are the great comic team of that era of the 20s, like, 30s, and 40s, and kind of like no, nothing like
I mean,
that.
With the hats.
But, oh, with the hats, yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, of course. But The Flying Deuces, this is 1939. It's one of the few independent films that Stan and Oliver made, and it's got a lot of their classic routines in it. They're just wonderful in this film. It's really funny and charming, and you're going to see some great stuff, which we're going to talk about some more later in the show.
That's right, cats. So sit back and get ready to laugh it up. It's Laurel and Hardy and The Flying Deuces
on OBC.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon.
That's fine. There you are.
Thank you.
Gee, that's swell photography. Well, we better get back to the hotel and get our things packed, because the boat sails at 12 o'clock tonight.
Not for me, it doesn't.
What do you mean?
I've decided to stay a while. In fact, if my plans work out right, I may never go back.
Well, you got to go back or we'll lose our job at the fish market in Des Moines.
So what? There are plenty of fish markets here in Paris. Garçon,
Oui, monsieur.
another glass of milk and 2 fresh straws.
You know what? I think you're hiding something from me.
Oh, roses are red, candy is sweet. This is something I sent you to eat. Ali.
Oh, it's too funny. But the flowers are beautiful. Candy!
Who is he? He's the American guest, number 4. But we must not ridicule his generosity. Really, he and his friend are very kind. Mr. Hardy,
Yes, ma'am.
I want to thank you for your photograph
You're welcome.
and for the beautiful flowers
Oh, shucks. It was just a thought.
and the delicious chocolates.
Well, I thought maybe you might want something to nibble on while you were smelling the flowers.
What are you so happy about?
Stanley, can you keep a secret?
Sure.
I'm in love.
You don't tell me. Who is it?
The most gorgeous creature in the world. Georgette, the innkeeper's daughter.
Well, I don't blame you. She sure is a swell dish.
She certainly...
Yes, sir.
Don't call her a dish. She's the girl that I'm going to marry. Get a load of this diamond ring.
Boy, it sure is a load. Yes, sir. Say, when are you going to get married?
Just as soon as I ask her.
Why don't you ask her now, then we can all go out and celebrate?
That's just what I intended to do. We'll get cleaned up and I'll go down and pop the question.
That's a good idea. You sure we'll have a lot of fun now. You sure can pick 'em. I never saw anything like you.
Oh, it's a holiday of some sort, eh? What is it?
It's this. The girl thinks he's funny.
Yes, this one, yes. But remember, Georgette, you are a married woman, and Francois is a little bit jealous.
Oh, Papa, he's not serious.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the American way of having fun.
yes, might be. Well, run along, you girls. There's plenty to work with. Come. Francois! Francois!
It's so good to see you.
After such a long time, why didn't you let us know you were
I
coming?
wanted to surprise Georgette. Where is she?
Georgette!
Yes, Papa. Francois! Oh, God.
Oh, my darling Georgette, I've waited every day, every hour, every minute.
My poor Francois. How I worried about you way out in that lonely post in Morocco.
Oh, it was lonely, terribly lonely, but that's all over now. I've got great news for you. I made arrangements for you to join me when I go back.
Oh, darling, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, Francois. You must be hungry. I'll get you something to eat.
Well, how about a nice cool drink?
Well, that's great. It'll just put me in the mood. Yes, sir.
your shoulder.
For you.
My friend and I would like a bottle of wine. And bring 3 glasses.
3 glasses?
We thought maybe you'd like to join us. You know, I feel as fidgety as a jitterbug.
You do?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Well, I'm nervous. You know, Stanley, this will be the first time I've ever been married.
Say, now's a good time to... Go on now. Why don't you? Oh, go on, tell her. What's the matter? You scared? I'll tell her for you.
No, not now.
I know just how you feel. Let me fix it for you. I can fix it just as easy. Say, he's got something to tell you.
Something to tell me?
Yeah, he's nuts about you.
Nuts?
Just plain nuts.
Oh, wait.
No, I don't mean that. I mean he's crazy about you. He's going to marry you. Aren't you, Ollie? Go on, stop popping.
You want to marry me?
Well, that is, if you don't mind.
Oh, monsieur, you make fun of me.
No, he's not kidding. He's on the level. Aren't you, Ollie?
Why, certainly. I was never more sincere in my life.
That's very nice of you, I'm sure. But that can never be.
Oh, won't you give me one chance, Georgette?
Go on, why don't you?
Is there someone else?
Oh, yes. Very much so. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's that. No use crying over spilt milk. Well, I guess we'd better be going, eh? Come on, we'll...
You go ahead.
What's the matter? Aren't you going out with me?
I want to be alone.
Darling.
No, darling, but if absolutely necessary, I report to headquarters.
You'll be back right away?
Just as quick as I can.
Mighty Taco, Mighty Taco.
What is Terrapin Station? Well, it's for the living and the dead. It's a unique boutique for the normal and the not so normal. Terrapin Station, Buffalo's most exciting specialty shop, offers you candles, imported clothing, jewelry, books, posters, music, and more. So stop in and say hi at Terrapin Station, 1172 Pearl.
So stop in and say hi.
Poster art. New, old, and rare posters. Art postcards, custom framing, and more. 1055 Elmwood Avenue. Looking for a certain poster? Call us or go to posterartusa.com.
Mom, I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'm going to get kicked out of school.
I couldn't bear to see my kid like this.
I'm a mom. My baby needs me. I have to intervene. She's using drugs.
My wife and I knew we had to help.
My kid was failing. Bad grades, always out late. We had to get involved. I called the Addiction Hope and Helpline and talked to someone who cares.
Are you or a loved one struggling with addiction, drugs, depression, or alcohol? Call the Addiction Hope and Helpline now for a free assessment. Most health insurance covers substance abuse. You can get help for your child. Call now.
Our family is stronger now, and my daughter is recovering.
We're totally involved with my kid's recovery, and he's getting better because we called.
Call the Addiction Hope and Helpline.
Call 800-765-6950. 800-765-6950.
Mighty Taco, Mighty Taco.
Don't worry about it. You'll get over it all right.
To think that this would happen to me, just at a time in my life when I needed something real, something wholesome, something tender.
Why don't you try a nice fat juicy steak? That'll make you feel better if you have something to eat.
You don't understand. Get me some smelling salts. Oh.
That better, Mel? Get this! Get! Well, come on. Get this off!
Put some water on my head.
Get a towel. There. Now, is that better?
Make it wet. Oh.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes. Leave me alone.
Don't talk to me like that after all the hospital I've given you. Try to give you candy and nice fat juicy steak. I've waited on you with your hands and feet. Tried to tell you that there's plenty more girls. You don't have to worry about that. If I felt as bad as you, I'd go and drown myself.
Stanley, you've given me an idea.
What?
I'm going to follow your advice.
Good.
And drown myself.
Oh, wait a minute now. Listen, I was only kidding.
This is no time for kidding.
I know, but don't you think you ought to think it over? Have you ever been drowned before?
I have thought it over, and since Georgette has given me the air, I have nothing left to live for.
Oh, don't be silly.
What do you mean, don't be silly? This is a far, far better thing I do now than I have ever done before.
Good luck.
Where are you going?
Well, I don't want to get my name dragged into this. What's this for?
Now, when I count 3, we'll both jump in.
What have I got to jump in there for? I'm not in love.
So that's the kind of a guy you are. After all I've done for you, you let me jump in there alone. Do you realize that after I'm gone, that you just go on living by you? People would stare at you and wonder what you are, and I wouldn't be here to tell them? There'd be no one to protect you? Do you want that to happen to you?
I never thought of that. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, Ollie. I didn't mean to be so dispolite.
Are you ready?
Goodbye, Ollie.
Goodbye, Stanley. 1, 2.
Ollie.
What?
I just thought of something. Listen, you remember once you were telling me that when we passed away, we'd come back on this earth in some other form? Like a bird or a dog or a horse or something?
Oh, you mean reincarnation?
Yeah, that's it. Well, now that we're going to go, what would you like to be when you come back?
I don't know. I've never given it much thought. I like horses. I guess I'd like to come back as a horse.
Huh.
What would you like to be when you come back?
Oh, I'd rather come back as myself. I always got along swell with me.
You can't come back as yourself. Now, come on and stop wasting my time. Are you ready?
Goodbye, Ollie.
Goodbye. 1, 2.
Ollie, just thought of something. Do you think the water's deep enough? Maybe you might bump your head if it isn't just...
Well, I never thought of that. Jump in this river, and that's what we're going to do. Now, you quit this horsing around, or I'll jump in without you.
Don't leave me, Ollie.
Well, are you ready? All right.
Goodbye, Ollie.
Shut up. 1, 2.
Pardon me, gentlemen. What seems to be the trouble?
Well, if you don't mind, we're going to jump in the river.
But why commit such a foolish action? Surely your troubles can't be as bad as all that.
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell him. All because he fell in love with a dame. Now, isn't that silly?
No woman is worth that.
I should say not.
You haven't seen her. If you knew her as I know her...
I understand, but don't forget there are plenty more fish in the sea.
He's not in love with a fish. It's a girl, you see.
That's just an expression, my friend.
Oh.
I realize perfectly how you feel, but you've too much to live for.
Sure, you got your dog, and there's me, and...
Life is too precious to throw away on account of some woman who probably isn't worthy of you.
He's right, Ollie.
She's worthy, all right. But there was another man. And if I could meet him face to face, what I'd do to him would be nobody's business.
Yes, sir.
Well, advice is cheap. Maybe if you'd listen to my suggestion, your problem would be solved.
What is your suggestion?
Join the Foreign Legion.
What for?
To forget.
Say, that's not a bad idea, Ollie. Better than jumping in here. You could forget and all our troubles.
You're right, Stanley. Thank you, mister, for telling us.
It was a pleasure. Goodbye and good luck.
Goodbye. Gee, that's great, isn't it? Now we don't have...
Say, we can't join the Foreign Legion. We gotta be back in Des Moines on the 17th. Well, you ready? 1.
Just a minute, Ollie. Hey, mister. If we join the Foreign Legion, how long will it take him to forget?
No time at all. Just a matter of a few days.
Well, that's swell. We'll have plenty of time.
Great.
Now we don't have to worry about it. Say, we won't need this, will we?
No.
Theodore, I must tell you something way, way out there. Way, way strange. The mail is in.
The mail is in. Well, you know, Zelda baby, here on Offbeat Cinema, the mail is always way in.
Yes, it is. Yes, it always is. And it's beautiful poetry of the street filled with burning passion and desire and meaning.
Punctuated by the occasional cry for help. But you can decide that for yourself.
Well, this one's punctuated by brevity. It's from Mark Siragusa, and he says, I would like to see the movie The Day Earth Froze.
Okay, well that's kind of an interesting Danish import. We'll have to look into that.
Is it? Is it a cool movie?
It's a pretty cool little film.
That's far out.
Nice.
Thanks for talking to us.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Now, what I've got here is from Ched Stanzik, and Ched says, "Hey, cats and kittens, just saw a classic film tonight, Teenagers from Outer Space. It's got everything: aliens, ray guns, giant lobsters, car chase scenes. In short, a 1959 classic. Be great to see it on OBC." Well, Ched, funny you should mention that because Teenagers from Outer Space is actually one of our favorites here, and we have shown that, and we'll likely show it again. But if you'd like to check it out, you can go to offbeatcinema.tv, where you will find Teenagers from Outer Space in all its offbeat glory.
That's right, cats. And cats, if you want to send us some cool tidbits or desires or poetry, please follow us on find us on Facebook, like us. We love to talk to you. We're very social. Or you can follow us on Twitter. We are Offbeat Cinema, and we're very easy to find, and we love to hear from you.
And cats, now let's get back to Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy as the Flying Deuces tonight on Offbeat Cinema.
Dig.
Take command, Captain.
Lieutenant, close order drill for the first platoon.
Very well, sir.
These clothes sure don't fit you very well, do they?
Oh, they'll be all right for now. We only use them for a few days until I forget.
That's right, too.
Left turn. Left. Right shoulder. Turn. One step. Turn. Left side. Turn. Right side. Turn. Left. Turn. One right about. Turn. Left side. Turn. Right side. Turn. One right about. Turn. One step. Pardon us.
Well, look who's here. Hey, Ollie, look.
Well, blow me down. What a small world. Well, we followed your advice.
Yeah, but nothing's happened yet, has it, Ollie?
Show these men to the commandant.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll be seeing you.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Gee,
Bye.
don't he look good?
Sure does.
Hey, when are you gonna have dinner?
Attention!
Bye.
Good morning.
I'll now assign you to your duties. Reveille at 5, you dress quickly, make up your bunks, and get ready for inspection. Inspection until 7. 10 minutes for breakfast. You drill until 1 and march until 4.
What about lunch?
You'll have that while marching. You have inspection until 6. 15 minutes for mess, kitchen duties until 10, inspection until 11, then taps. That is all.
We have to do all that. You won't have time to forget. Why don't you tell him?
How much do we get for all this work?
100 centimes a day.
Well, that's not bad.
How much is that in American money?
Oh, American money? Well, it's equivalent to about 3 cents a day. Of course, it varies with the rate of exchange.
Well, how much do we get for overtime?
There ain't gonna be any overtime. If you think that you're gonna get that much work out of me for 3 cents a day, brother, you are crazy.
Is that so?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that goes for me, too. Because we don't work for less than 25 cents a day. Do we, Ollie?
Get to work! What do you think this is?
back to work! Get back to work! Haven't I got enough trouble without you making it tougher?
Well, it's your own fault. If you hadn't fallen in love with Georgette, we wouldn't be here. Wouldn't have to
Will
do
you
it.
stop reminding me of that? Here I am trying to forget, and you keep talking about it all the time. Now here's another day wasted.
Well, maybe you don't try hard enough. If you can't forget, why don't you try and pretend to forget?
How can anybody pretend to forget?
Well, I know if it was me, I'd sit down and relax. I'd close my eyes and I'd concentrate and I'd think of nothing. Wouldn't be long then, that's what I'd do.
Say, I think you've got something there.
I know I've got something. Why don't you take a whirl at it? Now, don't think of anything.
I won't.
I know it's tough to forget a swell gal like that. Gorgeous hair and lovely eyes, beautiful teeth, ruby lips. Gorgeous. I can see her now.
Oh. So can I. Will you shut up? How can I concentrate when you keep talking about her all the time? Now keep quiet. Let me alone. Now sit down.
Hey, Ollie.
If you don't stop bothering me, I'm going to punch you in the nose. Didn't I tell you to quit that? Ooh. You'll hear about this later. When you get through with that washing, the cook wants you to manicure them vegetables for tomorrow's stew.
I beg your pardon?
You heard.
Well, can you beat that? How do you think we're going to do all this washing?
Stanley, I feel something coming over me.
You do?
A miracle has happened.
What?
I've completely forgotten.
You mean you've forgotten Georgette?
Who's Georgette?
Gee, that's swell. Now we can finish the washing and we can go home.
Finish nothing. We're going now.
Now you're talking. Absolutely.
And I found them asleep. And when I told them to go back to work, they threw wet laundry in my face.
Oh, they did, eh? Well, I'll show them what it means to disobey my orders.
Cue it up. How do you cue it up? No matter how you cue it up, do it up with Mighty Taco's new grilled-pressed quesadilla-style burrito. Say cheese, as the Mighty Q is a vegetarian option. Or go with big fajita-style chicken or steak. The Mighty Q is perfect for dipping, so add your favorite nacho cheese, sour cream, guacamole, or salsa. The Mighty Q is here and only at
Mighty Taco.
What is Terrapin Station? Well, it's for the living and the dead. It's a unique boutique for the normal and the not-so-normal. Terrapin Station, Buffalo's most exciting specialty shop, offers you candles, imported clothing, jewelry, books, posters, music, and more. So stop in and say hi at Terrapin Station, 1172 Pearl.
So stop in and say hi.
I'm Tori Spelling. As a wife, mother, actress, it is tough finding balance, but I did find clarity with Psychic Source. A reading from one of their advisors gives me an unbiased perspective on everything. With hundreds of carefully screened advisors, you choose the one that's right for you.
My hope is that when we hang up, that you'll have a peace and an understanding that you didn't have before.
Call now for your special introductory rate of 75 cents per minute by phone or chat. The best psychics are waiting to help you find answers and insights 24/7. And if you're not completely satisfied, your reading is free.
Why not empower yourself with the possibilities in your life?
Call 1-800-574-6281 now. That's 1-800-574-6281 for your special rate of 75 cents per minute. Psychic Source. Life's possibilities revealed. Call 1-800-574-6281 now for your special rate of 75 cents per minute.
I'm sure glad to get out of this joint.
Me too. Have you got everything?
Uh-huh.
Now we'll go over to that Commandant guy and tell him we're through, and at the same time, I'll give him a piece of my mind.
I don't blame you. 3 cents a day.
Ha! Left turn. Left.
Turn out the guard and place them both under arrest.
Yes, sir.
What's the big idea of keeping us waiting?
You know what?
What?
He's not here.
Of course he's not here.
Well, let's go look for him.
Look nothing. I'll leave him a note.
Oh, I wouldn't bother to leave him a note. Just leave him a P.S.
Oh.
It's good enough for him.
Now he can put that in his pipe and smoke it.
Maybe he doesn't smoke a pipe.
Well, whatever, he smokes it.
Well, you got to be careful about those things. What did you say in the note, Ollie?
I said plenty, and if I could have spelled raspberry, I'd have told him a lot more.
That'll learn him. 3 cents a day.
Right.
Never during my army career have I been so grossly insulted. Just wait till I get my hands on him.
Attention!
harvest moon up in the sky. I ain't had no loving since January, April, June or July. Snow time, tain't no time to stay outdoors and spoon. Shine on, harvest moon for me and my gal.
What time the train leaves for Paris?
The sooner the better for me. Say, which way to the depot?
Just around the corner.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Let no one pass through that gate, no matter what happens.
Yes, sir.
Say, we're not going to take a plane, are we?
I should say not.
I wonder what keeps them up.
I don't know, but I know what keeps me down.
Me too. Good old terracotta for me anytime. Promiscuously.
The principle of flight was a historic challenge, baffling men for many centuries. Yet today, after only 2/3 of a century of development, it has become a precise science. In history, man would study the birds and watch their movements for flight. But today, an engineer can determine the efficiency of an airplane design almost entirely by computer. Our study of flight will not, of course, be that involved, but we will study briefly some of the parts of the airplane and discuss generally how these parts perform in flight. The propeller, which is driven by the engine, provides the thrust and pulls the airplane through the air. As the speed of the airplane is increased during takeoff, the special shape of the wing causes the flow of air over the wing to move further and faster than the flow underneath. The difference in speed results in a partial vacuum on the top surface, and lift is created. This lift is increased as the speed of the airplane is increased and accounts for actual flight. At the rear edge of the wing and near the wing tip, the ailerons disturb the airflow, and by moving in opposite directions, simultaneously lift one wing and lower the other. The elevator at the rear of the stabilizer disturbs the air in a similar manner. This entire control surface moves in the same direction, either up or down. When the elevators are moved up, the tail of the airplane is pitched down, nose up. The airplane will climb. When the elevators are moved down, the tail is raised, the nose lowered, and the airplane descends. The rudder at the rear of the vertical stabilizer swings left or right, moving the tail to the right or left.
Now just relax. I think you'll enjoy this. To steer the airplane on the ground, if we want to go to the left, we'll push on the left rudder pedal, and if we want to go to the right, we'll push on the right rudder pedal.
Now let's stop here for just a moment and check the engine out before takeoff. There is a list of things we check before each flight. It's known as a checklist.
Tower, this is Musketeer 6130 November, ready for takeoff.
Musketeer 6130 November, cleared for takeoff.
Now move out on the runway and line up on the center line. And I'll advance the throttle until we have full power. Keep it right on the center line with the rudder pedals. And as we gain speed and the controls become more effective, we'll smoothly pull the control wheel back until we assume a nose-high attitude and the airplane begins to climb. Now that wasn't hard, was it? Let's climb up to an altitude where the air is probably smoother. The airport is off to the right, so let's turn in that direction. Now line the airplane up with the runway. Now we need to lose some altitude and slow the airplane up. So we'll start coming back with the throttle, reducing the power, keeping the airplane lined up with the center line of the runway. That's good. Now start coming back on the wheel, just a little more. Very good. Keep coming back until we touch down on the main wheel. Good job.
After a few more lessons like this, you should be ready for solo.
Well, thank you. I really enjoyed this lesson. I hope you two have learned a great deal about the airplane and flight and have enjoyed my experience of discovering flying.
Well, Zelda, all I can say is here's another fine mess you've gotten us into.
Well, why don't you do something to help me?
Oh, hey, well, you know, cats, we're all about Laurel and Hardy here tonight on Offbeat Cinema, and I think they were probably the greatest movie comedy team of all time, certainly of that era.
They were indeed. Before Batman and Robin, they were the dynamic duo.
That's true.
Funny.
That's true.
What do you think was so charming about them?
Well, I think they just had a really nice contrast in styles. You know, Stan was originally from England, and Oliver Hardy came from down in Georgia. So there was that nice contrast in style, in manner. And they were both very professional comics. They had done a bunch of films before they teamed up. And when they went into sound, it was just a very natural transition for them because their voices perfectly matched their characters, which wasn't the case for some of the silent stars of that era.
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow that made more sense than everything I said.
So let's get back to the magic.
So let's get back to the hilarity, the innocence, the magic that is Laurel and Hardy. Dig it, cats.
Georgette, darling.
Now I'm so happy. At last I'm here with you. Have you missed me?
Every day has been a year, darling. I'll bring the car for you. Wait here just a moment.
Could you tell us the way to the railroad depot?
Monsieur Hardy.
Georgette, so you've changed your mind. Darling, I forgive you everything.
Say, I thought you said you'd forgotten her.
Don't be silly. How could I forget my little Georgette? Oh.
Oh, monsieur,
I understand. Stanley, we wish to be alone. Come on. Go ahead. Come on. Darling. Oh, this is...
Oh, please, Mr. Hardy.
What's the big idea?
The idea is that this lady happens to be my wife.
Oh, is that so? Your wife?
Yes, you would-be homewrecker.
Francois, please don't. He did not understand.
Kindly step into the car, my dear. I want to speak to this gentleman alone. Now, once more, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Keep away from my wife. If I ever see or hear of you being in her presence again, I'll see to it that your worthless carcass lies sizzling in the desert sun at the mercy of the vultures. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, mister, you don't have to worry about us. We're leaving right now, aren't we, Ollie?
We certainly are.
Yes, sir.
Fall in.
Who's he talking to?
Fall in. What do you mean, fall in? We're through. Didn't you get our note?
Yes, I got your note, and when you signed it, you signed your own death warrant. You're under arrest for desertion. Now, fall in. Throw them into jail and have the guard to keep a close watch on them.
Yes, sir. Forward. March.
Halt! Two deserters.
Deserters, eh? Come on, I'll show you to your suite. Get in. Hey, come on, you. Get in. Don't push me. Revolution, eh? I'll see you at sunrise. I'll show them where to get off at.
But what did we do?
What did you do? Sure. Why, you know... Well, you...
Hey, mister.
What?
You forgot your keys. Look.
Why don't you keep your mouth shut?
Today we're interviewing a stomach.
Hello there.
What is life like as a stomach?
Oh, boy, it was humdrum. I mean, until what's-his-name discovered Tony's Pizza.
Tony's Pizza?
Yeah, I was suffering from the pizza cravings until Tony's came along. Crispy crust and zesty sauces. Wow.
And so now... What's that?
Another pizza craving. Just thinking about Tony sets it off.
Oh, where are you going?
He's going to get a Tony's Pizza, and I follow him anywhere.
Does your stomach send you pizza craving signals? Oh, wow. Tony's, the Pizza Cravers Pizza. Available at the concession stand.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed. You gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man. Start strolling down to the sweets that you're rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff. Give me 5. Let me send you into this nutty jive. Go! It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill. Give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man. Frosty.
Cue it up. How do you cue it up?
No matter how you queue it up, do it up with Mighty Taco's new grilled pressed quesadilla-style burrito. Say cheese, as the Mighty Q is a vegetarian option. Or go with big fajita-style chicken or steak. The Mighty Q is perfect for dipping, so add your favorite nacho cheese, sour cream, guacamole, or salsa. The Mighty Q is here and only at
Mighty Taco.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought I could be someone who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 800-765-6950. 800-765-6950.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 800-748-8421. 800-748-8421.
The prisoners have been found guilty and will be shot at sunrise.
There's a nice pickle we're in. Shot at sunrise.
I hope it's cloudy tomorrow. Say, Ollie.
What?
Do you still want to come back as a horse?
I don't care if I never come back.
Try another one now.
Shut up! Go to sleep!
Well, guess we better get some sleep. Won't be long for that. This is up here. Hey! What?
Get in there.
What for?
Shh, never mind what for. Hurry up. Come on, get in.
He's a little fella, no?
Take this candle. Shh, now go ahead.
Say, where are we going?
This tunnel leads to the outside wall. We're making our escape.
Well, are we allowed to do that?
Go ahead.
Oh, so ask him.
You're allowed to do that.
Isn't this fun? They don't know where we are.
It sure is. I'm dying with laughter. Go ahead.
Say, do that to me. Don't you?
See what you've done? Now we've got to dig our way out. Go back to the cell and get those 10 plates.
I don't want to go back to the cell.
Will you hurry? This is our last chance.
Why do I have to always do everything? Yes. Always me. Me. What you have done? Never you. You.
Bring the prisoners. Yes, sir.
All right, come on, you. The sun's up. Come on.
Come on. Escape. What? Give me the commandant.
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
What? The prisoners have escaped. Then find them.
Yes, sir.
I want both those prisoners brought back dead or alive. Call out the entire post if necessary.
I wonder what time it is.
Now, how do I know?
We should be beyond the wall by now. Seems like we've been working.
I guess you're right. We better start digging up.
It's a good idea, man.
Oh, stop all this nonsense now.
Don't you dare go back to Paris again and leave me alone, see?
Darling.
bring up a bottle of that special vintage wine from the cellar, will you?
Yes, sir.
Smile. Will you get out of here?
I'm only trying to help.
trying to get dressed. You're going to annoy me. Now, go!
I wonder where we are.
Maybe some saloon outside the fort. See if the coast is clear.
I don't want to see if the coast is clear.
Open it.
Georgette, may I come in? Georgette? You all right?
At a time like this, you had to do that. Quick, help me get her on the bed. Get her feet. Quick, get me a glass of water.
Look out.
Don't do that!
What is the meaning of this?
What'll we say?
You think up your story. I've got mine.
Now pay strict attention, all of you. The men who were to be shot this morning have escaped. Be sure all gates are closed and make a thorough search of the entire barracks. Whoever brings them back will be given a reward of 6 weeks' furlough. That's all.
Mighty Taco, Mighty Taco.
What is Terrapin Station? Well, it's for the living and the dead. It's a unique boutique for the normal and the not so normal. Terrapin Station, Buffalo's most exciting specialty shop, offers you candles, imported clothing, jewelry, books, posters, music, and more. So stop in and say hi at Terrapin Station, 1172 Hurdle.
So stop in and say hi.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 800-748-8421, 800-748-8421.
What is Terrapin Station? Well, it's for the living and the dead. It's a unique boutique for the normal and the not so normal. Terrapin Station, Buffalo's most exciting specialty shop, offers you candles, imported clothing, jewelry, books, posters, music, and more. So stop in and say hi at Terrapin Station, 1172 Hurdle.
So stop in and say hi.
Mighty Taco, Mighty Taco.
What's the greatest jet prop airliner ever designed? Remco's Flying Fox, with real motor-driven jet prop engines. The giant cockpit with dual controls has room in it for 2 kids to control every action of the plane. In the air above the cockpit roars the mighty Flying Fox airliner. The engines are revved up separately from low to high speed. Hear that powerful jet sound get louder and louder as you rev her up. While flying, you retract the landing gear. You yourself make the plane climb, bank, dive, and turn in flight, while cockpit instruments keep you on course. For night flying, switch on the red and green wing lights and blink them. Kids, fly Remco's Flying Fox jet prop airliner for the greatest thrill of your lifetime. Only $14.98. Remember, every boy wants a Remco toy, and so do girls.
See if they've gone. Yeah, we're giving them the slip. Good, now let's get out of here.
Stan! Look! I'm over here! Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
Ollie, is that really you?
Of course it's me.
Gee, I'm glad to see you.
Well, man, that was just like one far out and funny flick here tonight on Offbeat Cinema. Stan Laurel, Oliver Hardy, and the Flying Deuces.
You're so right, Theodore. You are so right. And Cats, you know, we were so thrilled to bring this to you because it is really fading from memory. But, you know, with the younger generation, we love to show you this because we know that if you were watching tonight, you felt rewarded because these cats, they were the real deal. They were far out and offbeat. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. They were like classics among the classics, and this film tonight really showed us why.
So cats, stick with us. Check us out every week. We promise to show you the movies that must be shown. We bring you the good, the bad, and the foreign here on Offbeat Cinema.
So hipsters, out in the dark, wherever you are, until next time, keep watching the skies.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.